All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Hope you guys are doing well. Prophet John here. Hope you guys are having a great time in lockdown. Most of you guys are in lockdown in many countries right now. Many countries are not allowing people to go out. Limited going out, limited doing anything. So most of the people are in lockdown, but it's all good. Some of you guys are reflecting on your lives. Some of you guys are setting some goals that you want to accomplish. They just announced that the Olympics are going to be canceled this year and postponed to 2021. So it gives me an opportunity to go to the Olympics next year. I might be going to the Olympics next year. That's something that I want to do before I die, right? And I have never been to the Olympics. So I didn't even go to the one in America. I don't even know if I was in America at that time. I don't even know. I can't remember. But yeah, I don't even was I in America? I don't even know. So anyways, but yeah, Olympics, something I want to definitely go to and hang out and have a good time, watch the United States and but yeah, I might go next year. So I think that should be a goal for many people, and not the Olympics, but putting setting goals for yourself on what you want to do out of life, because as you can see, life is short and a lot of people have lost their lives in 2020 already, and they didn't expect to lose their lives in the manner that they did. So the people that are surviving this chaos and crisis, we need to make sure that we live our lives to the fullest, and if that means going to things that you didn't think it would be possible for you to go to, then make a way for it. Have that positive mindset and make a way. Okay, if you have to put aside $10 a week to make it happen, for some of you guys, you're gonna have to put away maybe $30 a paycheck, $50 a paycheck to make the Olympics happen next year. If that's a goal of yours, look, life's not guaranteed, man. So like, we got to start living, man. Okay, so after this virus is over, I think it's time to go visit people. It's time to go um, go tell people that you love them, and it's time to go see people. It's time to go hang out with people that that are family and friends. Um, stop being so closed in and shy and everything, and get out there. Okay, so that's what's going on. I'm not sure what happened to the map here. The map's actually maybe it's down for maintenance a little bit, because you can see that they got this cannot access sign. So the red dots here or the circle, and then you only have one of these confirmation stuff here, so confirm stuff. So that part is down, but they have the numbers here, and they have the total death of 17,000. We know that's a big lie. Um, and one of the news that came out of China was the cell phones. 20, 21 million or 22 million cell phones are not being used. So they're thinking that many of those people passed away, and that's why their cell phones aren't being used. So, you know what I mean? So they had a big drop off of cell phone usage. Um, and so that might give us the number of who actually passed away. How many people passed away? Because if 21 million people no longer use their phones and data on their phone, then either during the chaos they lost their phone. That could be possible. But then, if that is possible, they would be able to track those people, because those people might call the cell phone company and try to get a new phone, or tell them that they lost their phone. You know what I mean? That there would be some type of contact. If you lose your phone, you usually will go to the cell phone place and or go online and log in and try to and let somebody know that you lost your phone. So that would be a contact that you're alive, right? But they have over about 21 to 22 million people in China that haven't used their phone, haven't used their data, and haven't contacted them at all. That's a lot of people, okay? And so if that still stands in another month, then that's going to be interesting because it's going to really tell us that at least 21 million people passed away in China, right? Because they're not using their phones, they're not using their data, and they didn't contact the cell phone companies to let them know that they lost their phone or they need a new phone or whatever the case may be. So that's what. So I'm gonna watch that carefully because that's gonna indicate that could indicate that could give us a number of how many people actually died in China. Okay, now some of these people probably don't aren't using their phones because they might be in another country because a lot of them left the country, so they might be in another country. So we're gonna have to wait to see if that number comes down or not. But right now it's around 21, 22 million. If these people, once the virus is over, if these people start coming back and then activate their phones again, then the numbers will come down, right? So by, let's say, November, September, October, November timeframe, we're gonna really know the true numbers of how many people passed away in China, in my opinion. Because if it's let's say it's about 15 million people that still haven't even used their data or their phone and haven't contacted the cell phone company, then by November, then we know that about 15 million people have passed away in China, and that's a astronomical number compared to 17,000 deaths, right? So, anyways, just giving you a heads up on that, and that's what they're gonna probably use to find out to figure out how many people actually passed away. Okay, so we have China at 81,000, and Wuhan province in China is reopening back to almost like normal. They're not opening all the way back to normal business, but they're opening business. They're opening back up. They're getting back to normal life again. So I think they're at 30% now. According, I think that I'm not sure. There was an article about it, and somebody posted in the Telegram group. So let me see if I can find that really quickly. Uh, Something about Wuhan getting back to normal life. Okay, it says China to lift lockdown on Wuhan City, the epicenter of the virus. Yep. So they're about to announce the removal. I think that's April 8th. April 8th. Yeah, April 8th is when they're going to announce that Wuhan is no longer on lockdown. Okay? So we're going to be, according to Prophet Solomon, we're going to be in the climax until about April 15th here in America. And then then our numbers are gonna start to drop off, and by June, July, the virus is gone. Okay, so yeah, so that's good. You know what I mean? So they're getting back to normal life here in Wuhan starting April 8th. They're going to remove the lockdown stage. People are going to be able to come outside and breathe and have a and the there's the air is going to be fresh. you know, I think right now they get to come out a little bit and then go back in. So they get to come outside for a little bit and then they get to go back in. But the air is fresh. There's no more pollution because the factories haven't been running. So the pollution is very low and the air is fresh and yeah, it's awesome. Same thing in America and in Italy and around Europe. The factories aren't running, so the air is fresh. The air is really healthy right now. So, well, depending on where you're at, because the virus is airborne as well, right? So you don't want to be breathing in the virus. Um, okay, so that's what's going on. I think they said Italy numbers are starting to slow down. So Italy's already hit their apex, it looks like, and their numbers are starting to slow down, according to what Italy is saying today. So Italy numbers are starting to slow down. They're at 63,000 infected, and that's these are when they say 63,000 infected, they mean the people that they actually test. There's thousands of people they didn't test. There's thousands of people that didn't even get tested. There might be 300,000 people that never went to the hospital to get tested, right? So we're only talking about the people that got tested. We're not talking about the people that didn't get tested and are sitting at home fighting it with vitamins and minerals or doing something else, okay? We're not talking about the people that collapsed and died on their own, without being tested, right? There's a bunch of thousands upon thousands of people, maybe even millions of people that never got tested, stayed home, didn't care, wanted to fight it on their own with minerals and vitamins and stuff, and then others who just died in the streets and stuff like that, right? So those people are never going to be counted for. And that's why I keep telling people, man, the people that passed away is in the millions. Because you got to consider all the people in the streets that didn't get tested, all the people that are staying home that didn't get tested, and there's a whole bunch of people that didn't get tested. There's millions of people that had the virus that didn't never got tested and that passed away, in my opinion. Okay, in America we have 46,000. That's a big jump. I mean, and remember, America's in this climax right now, so we're in that climax. We're gonna stay in this climax to about April 15th. Okay, so America's in this climax right now, so we expect the numbers to start fading away. Maybe 2 weeks from now into so that's the 14th of April to the 15th of April. That time period, we'll probably see our numbers start to fall, and then our numbers drastically start to fall after April 15th, and then drastically start to fall even more in May, and then basically June, the virus is out of here. Okay, so that's good news, right? Everybody wants to get back to normal life, right? Get back to normal life. Now, is our life going to be normal again? Completely normal after what the Federal Reserves are doing? With unlimited QE and a digital dollar, a digital wallets in the stimulus package, taking buying up all the assets of American companies and equity stakes and being able to steal American companies. So are we actually going to get back to normal life? And I don't know about normal. I don't know about that, but things are going to get back to normal. But are we actually going to be in the same United States of America we were before the virus? That seems to be unknown right now. Okay. And then we have Spain at 39,000. Interesting. I did say America would be top three and so here we are. We are top three now, right? And then Germany's at 31,000. Germany never went to full lockdown, so that's pretty interesting. So they never had their entire country in full lockdown like France, Spain, and Italy did. Iran didn't either. Iran's at 24,000. We know that's a lie. Um, France is at 20,000. Switzerland's at 9,000. South Korea's at 9,000. United Kingdom's at 6,000. And now, United Kingdom, Boris Johnson has now ordered, lockdown, stay home lockdown for United Kingdom, and Netherlands is at 5,000. All right, so total recovery is at 103,000. It's probably more than that. Many people didn't go and check in with the nurses or doctors to say, well, I'm fully recovered. You know what I mean? Like, people went back home, they got recovered, they never checked back in. So that number could be in the millions as well. So we could have 10 million people that passed away, and we could have 3 million people that have recovered so far, fully recovered. Now, some of these people haven't fully recovered because they still have the virus in them. They just the symptoms went down and they feel normal again. But some of the doctors and people are saying, look, just because you recover doesn't mean you can't get reinfected, or you can't continue to spread it. So that's going to be something to watch out for, especially within the next 2 years, because within the next 2 years, I'm hearing that something else will come out. Okay, so it's supposed to be I was told there were supposed to be three viruses. So this was the first one. So within 2 years, I think even Cliff High said within 2 years we're going to see another epidemic of this or something new, a new strand of it or something. So within 2 years. So just because you might be cured of it or don't show any symptoms of it doesn't mean that you're not carrying it still at a small level, and then it could build back up and then make make its way, strike you again, come back. And so you don't want to catch it at all. How about that? Okay. So the whole goal is not to catch it at all, because you don't know if it's going to stay hybrid, or hitting in your body and then start to build itself back up, in the winter time again next year, or 2 years from now, and it could come back up, and you could be a super spreader and you don't even know it, right? So who knows? Anyways, we'll deal with that when that happens. But right now, people are recovering, and the numbers are still in climax mode, but we're going to be ending that here for most likely throughout the entire world by April 15th, and that's good news, and that's all we care about. We care about good news and trying to get back to some type of normalcy. I miss the NBA. I miss the NBA. NFL's coming up soon. Like, let's get back to normalcy, man. We're going crazy in quarantine. Anyways, peace out. God bless. God protect you guys as we go through this crazy year of 2020. We knew it was going to be a crazy year, but this has gone way too far. And we're just in the third month. Imagine what the rest of the year has for us. Unbelievable. All right. Peace out. God bless. See you guys next video. Bye.